Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for everyone that's subscribed, liked or commented on our videos so far. So it's nice to know that you guys are enjoying what we're putting up, and it's nice to see our subscriber base growing. Today's video is a little bit different. We've had quite a few people contact us and are asking us on our trips and our tours what helmet camera setup are we using. Now we know that a lot of people use GoPro, but we've always used Drift. Now one of the problems is the sort of ubiquitous helmet camera has been the Ghost Drift S that we've used and a lot of other people have. Unfortunately was discontinued and it was replaced with a few other cameras. A little bit worried that at some point our Ghost S's, because we use them a lot, might give out. We were on the lookout for different cameras, and Drift have recently released a camera called the Ghost XL. As I say, it's not going to be a full unboxing because you guys know how to take items out of a box, and it's also not going to be sort of me taking you through the technical specs. I'm sure you're all capable of reading, you know, 1080p, 720p resolution and everything on the internet yourselves. So what I'm going to do is show you the camera, show you how, you know, the size of the camera, show you a couple of the teething problems we've had, how we've overcome it. And as well as that, show you some test footage and show you some test footage side by side with the Ghost S, and hopefully you can make up your own mind. And then any questions you can put in the chat box below. So I think the first thing to show you is sort of the size. It is quite a compact camera, and just to give you some idea of the scale, there is the Ghost XL, and just above it, sorry if we try and get it the same way, just above it is the Ghost S that we've been using. So it is still quite a decent size camera. It's not like one of these mini cameras, but in terms of weight it is a lot lighter, and I think the reason for that is no interchangeable batteries on this one, but it does have an 8-hour battery life once it's charged. Just to let you know, we have been getting around about 7.5 to 8 hours out of them, and that's running it at the best resolution. So you are getting a pretty good battery life out of them. Other things that are really good about the camera, you'll notice that there's a little screw thread at the bottom, and hopefully the camera is picking that up at the bottom. Now that will come with two things in the pack. It comes with this little rubber stopper, okay, and that little rubber stopper can just go in there to make the camera waterproof, because the camera is supposedly waterproof. Or the other thing that it comes with is a microphone jack, okay. One thing that I don't like about the GoPros is the fact that you have to buy them big microphone extenders, and they're a massive great big box that you have to find somewhere to stick on your helmet, and you have to pay for them separately anyway. One thing I will say about this one is that as soon as that's screwed in, it's meant to be waterproof, okay. It can connect to a normal 3.5 mic, and to be honest, it comes free with the kit as well. So you know, you only have to buy a mic, so you're not paying, you know, upwards of, you know, £100, upwards of $120 for a microphone extender. So that's been pretty good. One thing to mention, if you are going on the Ghost XL website, it does come showing that it will come with this 90-degree adapter. And we've spoken to Drift, and apparently that was dropped pre-release because they couldn't get the thread right. So just to let you know, if you are looking at it and thinking you're going to get that 90-degree adapter, you're not. You're going to be getting that adapter there, but you do get it with the kit. Now we did have a slight problem with the first ones that were sent, and the first microphone leads weren't working. Okay, apparently they had a problem with the first batch that came out. Got in touch with Drift, they sent us out a new lead, and basically when you plug the lead in and plug your microphone in, you should be seeing this little microphone icon on the back of your camera, okay, just this one here. And if you're not getting that, you've got a faulty lead, get back in touch with them. They will send you a new one out. Now the other thing as well is first time in use, we did get a problem with the units jamming. So I'll just show you a little bit of footage here from what happened the first time it was in use. So I don't know whether you can see, but the red light's on. I'm filming this on my phone. Red light's on, and there's the readout on the back. Don't know whether you can see that, but it's now completely frozen, and no matter what you do, trying to stop it recording, trying to stop it doing anything, and nothing. Okay, absolutely nothing, so it's frozen. But what happened was we found two things. Number one, instantly update to the new version of the software. That gave, that really did solve that issue. And the other thing as well is recommended, just give the camera 30 seconds to warm up when you switch it on. And with the new software and giving the camera 30 seconds to warm up, we haven't had any freezing issues since. So it's probably worth bearing that in mind when you're using it. Okay. So I suppose the next thing to do, show you what it is like on the helmet. So one of the things I don't like about GoPros is the fact that I don't like all of the various scaffolding you have to have on them. And one thing I really don't like is the chin mounted, when people mount it there. I have had a quick go and I did find that it just got into my peripheral vision too much and I wasn't a big fan. One thing I do like about the drifts is you can just put, and if you have a look, one drift mount just on the side, and then all you need to do, click that drift camera in. You've got to get the angle right, obviously. It looks like it's pointing up in the air at the moment, but it's not, because it's when your head goes down when you're riding it. Make sure you get the sort of angle right. It's got a fairly wide angle lens on the camera, and then you can just adjust it up and down as you go. But then all you need to do, 3.5 microphone, plug it into there, and you are ready to go. I've got a little clip to keep mine out of the way. Now the one thing we were hoping that was going to come with this helmet was that 90-degree adapter. I've just had to raise my camera up slightly on the side because obviously when you're putting your helmet down, I didn't want to bend that adapter. Okay, but it seems to be doing the job so far. If we just compare that with the Ghost S, for any of you potentially coming from a Ghost S. Okay, the difference with the Ghost S. Okay. So the difference with the Ghost S, and I do find this a little bit better with the older Ghost S, is that the lead actually comes out the back. So any of you that are coming from a Ghost S and you are thinking of moving on to one of these, then just be aware of the fact that you are getting an under-mounted microphone, but it does appear to be a lot more waterproof than the old Ghost S, so it's really good in that respect. So probably the best thing to do now is I'll just run a couple of minutes footage side by side on a ride out we did. So me with the Ghost XL on my side of on my helmet, and Jazz with her Ghost S on her side. So just as a bit of a comparison.
Are we good? Cool. It's alright, no worries. No worries at all. Yeah. They also look gauzy. It was dead funny. I was in Nottingham the other night, so I checked into my hotel and I went out to my favourite curry house for a meal.
We're sort of looking at, it probably takes probably 2 hours to charge, 2.5 hours to charge from it being completely bone dry, and that's given us sort of probably 7 to 7.5 hours worth of video time. We've been running 64 gig SanDisk cards in them. That seems to be absolutely fine. They will run smaller. How they'd run on a bigger one, I don't know, but 64 gig is enough for most of our footage when we take out. It is compatible with Drift's remote control, Bluetooth remote control, about £20 from Drift. Have got hold of one, haven't had a chance to try it yet, so we'll be showing that maybe in the future. As I say, I found it quite difficult to get reviews of this particular product on the internet, so we've took the splash, me and my dad, and we bought a couple. And this is not a full tech review. You can read the tech online, but it's just to show you the type of footage and see if it's suitable for you. So you've seen how it's mounted, you've seen what it comes with. What are the pros? It's nice and light. You don't need any scaffolding on your helmet like you do with a GoPro. Really, really good battery life, waterproof, and hopefully, as you've seen, the video footage pretty good quality, as is the audio, and absolutely no need to buy a separate mic adapter like you do with some other ones. Disadvantages: the 90-degree adapter on the pre-production model never made it to production, so you are not going to get that. It depends where you mount it on the helmet how big a problem that actually is. It'll probably have some glitches out the box. You need to set up your computer and do an update, and that'll be absolutely fine after that, but it is a bit annoying that it does glitch out the box. Some of those microphone leads did fail. Speaking to the guys at Drift, they have had quite a few of them that fail, but they replaced the mic lead and that's fine, so that was a bit inconvenient, but hopefully they've got through it now. And the other slight problem is with the old Ghost S, you used to be able to have 10 or 15 spare batteries with you. That will give you 8 hours, but once it's run out, it's run out. So for anyone that's thinking about buying one of those, hopefully you'll find that useful. As I say, just to show you some footage. So if you've got any questions about what we think about it, then great, you know, just post them in the chat box below. If you've got any technical questions, there's a particularly good guy at Drift called Ollie. If you email Drift and just mark it for the attention of Ollie, he's been really good and he's helped us get rid of the glitches on our systems. And again, like and subscribe. This won't be the only tech review we're doing. We're going to hopefully do some more bike kit reviews and do some more tech reviews when we get time. So hopefully some more reviews on things like our comm systems that you guys have asked us about. And if there's anything else that you'd like us to review, then obviously just get in touch with us. So if there's anything about our kit that you've seen, so our comm systems, any of our other camera systems, the way that we edit, or anything else about our videos, feel free to give us a shout. So other than that, please feel free to subscribe, please feel free to like, and safe riding, happy vlogging, and see you soon.